Welcome back everybody to German Mechgineering. My name is TTB and today we're playing the Archer 5W in a full-on mixed streak configuration. Look at this beautiful paint job. I'm really happy with myself just because it is the standard paint job with some black, olive green or darkish olive green and orange. I kinda like it. Let's go and have a look at the build. That's what you guys are here for. Light engine 300 as the basis for total speed of about 70 kph. 3 Streak 6s and 3 Streak 4s are the armaments, combined with a Beagle active probe and 1 double heatsink. The rest is literally just ammo to make sure we have enough weapons to shoot at the enemy. As you can see from the CT armor specifically and the side torsos, with the skill set that I've chosen, you actually are quite tanky. 123 on the CT, 77 on the side torsos, which we do need because, well, let's face it, the Archer is just a giant walking side torso combined with a CT that likes to attract hits. As you can see, I've lowered the armor of the left arm quite a bit, as well as a little bit from the head and the legs in order to accommodate all the weapon systems. Beagle active probe I would highly recommend because we don't have ECM, so we have no other way of cancelling enemy ECM except using the Beagle active probe here, so definitely take that with you. Our firepower is going to be 60, but do take note that both the Streak 6s as well as the Streak 4s are on the same heat scale limit, so be very careful about that. So you shoot the 3 Streak 6s as one volley and you shoot the 3 Streak 4s as one volley. Do not alpha strike this thing, it is going to be very, very hot. Okay, let's have a look at the skill tree. And first and foremost, let's look at the firepower tree. Now we're using streaks, and as you know, both with streaks as well as with SRMs, you want to make sure you get as much range as possible. So this skill tree focuses on basically all the range nodes and quite a few of the heat gen nodes, with the exception of that one poor sad node over to the side that I couldn't take. What we also take, of course, is high explosive 1 and 2, missile spread, and missile rack 1 and 2. Then we go into the survival tree. We take the complete left side of the survival tree, including that 1 point of skeletal density for maximum armor and a little bit of extra hit points, and the right hand side to get that additional point of armor. Nothing in mobility or jump jets or operations. Sensors tree, as always, we are running a build that is fairly short ranged, so we want to make sure we have seismic to stay safe and to know where the enemy is at, and full radar derp so we can have an easier time getting into range without getting lurmed to death by enemy lurm boats. Last but not least, auxiliary tree, you take 1 artillery strike or UAV, and of course double cool shot with cool shot cooldown to keep the party going. And that's going to be the build for today. Let's take this thing to a dropship and I'll see you there. Well guys, here we are on our first map, and it is going to be on the Grim Plexus. As you can see, we are trying to wait for some targets to show up and come into our effective range. Do take note guys, as always, and if you don't know that, now you will know. These Streak missiles have a maximum range. Their optimal range equals their maximum range. If you try and shoot beyond that, or if somebody moves beyond that, then your missiles will just evaporate without doing any damage whatsoever. So always factor that into your attack. If you see somebody fleeing away from you and they're at your max range already, even if you press the firing button, you will be out of range until the missiles hit the target. So keep that in mind. So what I'm doing here is I'm joining my buddy on the right hand flank. We're going to go in onto the enemy direwolf, do some damage to him, trying to open up this big old tin can. He's actually overheated. Hello there, good sir. Why? Don't mind if I do. Let's pump a few more missiles into this guy, and together with our Mad Cat buddy, we take away the side torso, and then we start loading in some more streaks, and my teammates take him down. Beautiful. 2 kills over 1. This is escalating quickly. Let's go in onto the enemy targets down below and try to assist our teammates from there. I can see that the enemy team right now is pushing into Fox 7, so I want to make sure that we get there as soon as possible to relieve our teammates and to make sure that they can get the assistance they need. Going into the enemy catapult, taking said catapult down, and now engaging onto an enemy cicada that's trying to run, but he's not running very far. There we go. Look at that, an enemy Zeus that has its back turned towards us, actually. That's interesting. He was still engaging our forces in Fox 7 and was not ready or prepared for the attack coming from behind, even though the enemies have been dying on the side quite a bit. 4 kills over 3. I'm gonna go ahead and flank towards the right side now, because I can't just go through the middle, I will just get killed. I do have some armor, but I want to preserve that and keep the missiles going to amplify some more damage onto the enemy targets and make sure I stay in the fight as long as possible. Now, I saw that there's quite a few big guys up top here, but there's also a Piranha running around and a Vulcan. And those targets, if I can engage them, those are going to be my main targets, because I'm the guy that has the best chance at hitting the small and fast movers. Here again, for example, I see the Marauder 2, we go ahead, we engage the Marauder 2, I see the enemy Piranha, and I immediately switch over to the Piranha to do exactly what my Streak boat is designed to do, take out said Piranha. Because my assaults can deal with the enemy assaults, but they cannot deal with the lights, not as well as I can. Now we can focus over onto the enemy Nightjar. Even if he tries to focus me, he doesn't have any weapon systems that can actually get dangerous to me in any way or form, so I'm just gonna dump another load into his CT, and there we go, he finally falls. Well, and that's actually the end of the match. It also showed, interestingly, on that last kill, that streaks are limited in their effectiveness. You're going to splatter damage all over the place, so if you're trying to get a kill shot, sometimes you have to shoot more salvos than you think you do. 2 killing blows, 7 assists, 3 KNDs, 686 damage done with 4 components destroyed, and together with the Huntsman, we are actually top damage in the match, I believe. Beautiful. And guys, if you enjoy this content, check out my Patreon page, become an active member of Team TTB, and we're gonna go ahead and jump, of course, right into the next match, and here we are going to be in the Tourmaline Desert. And I'm following a teammate with ECM towards the Echo 6, Echo 7 line straight from Death Valley, and with the ECM cover I actually have enough confidence to follow in with him, drop the artillery strike onto the enemies onto the ridge. That should hopefully send them towards cover, and that should allow me to assist my teammate further and push with him. Now, if you have the support of a Streak boat, guys, you can rest assured there will be no lights that jump into your back or that start circling around you. The Streak boat, for all intents and purposes, will deter most light mechs from getting anywhere near that thing, because they know that streaks are among the most dangerous thing that can happen to a light pilot. The other really creepy thing would be heavy gauss, but you can dodge heavy gauss. You can't dodge streaks. They will get you if they get fired. So let's see what we can do here over on the side. I see some targets in the middle. That's Urban Jack. CT already damaged a little bit, and some fire on the Delta 6 right hand side. If I can find somebody that's very close, I will engage. If I can't, which is the case right now, I will just be careful and not push in too far. That Cyclops, for example, is at 350 meters. I can't do anything against him because my range at this point with that skill tree at the time is only 286. So I have to bide my time. There's an arm lying on the ground, and that's the reason for the arm lying on the ground. Hello there, Mr. Bloodass. We drop 2 nice shots into him and retreat back into cover and keep our mech as healthy as possible. Now, I want to go ahead and engage these guys, but I can't do so on my own. I need to preserve my mech a little bit at least. Got teammates shooting enemy Bloodass. He's got a double ducker, and once he is in his pause in between his shots, I can go in, do some damage, and reposition. See, another 2 shots in without taking any counterfire, and this enemy build is very dangerous, but that's okay. At this point, I can take a few shots. He is basically destroyed, his side torso gets killed, the other one gets killed, and my teammates take the kill. Alright, see, I'm happy to tank for that. Now we go in a little bit further, drop a shot or 2 onto the enemy Roughneck, and fall back, because I see on the right hand side Marauder 2 coming in, ERPPC and Gauss Rifles, and I have 3 teammates here with me, so this should be a milk run. We go in on the Marauder 2, and we keep the fire going. We see a few other targets here, but they are basically retreating. This is the point for us to actually go in and not to fall back. So we keep the fire going on the Marauder, try to get that kill, and now we can push in on the enemy Cyclops. He's got rack 5s, he's gonna run hot very quickly, but look at the radar right now, guys. He's overheating. But I've just got 1 guy helping me. From the fire coming at the Cyclops, there's only 1 teammate helping me at this point. Cyclops is CT open. He should be dead by now. He should be so dead by now. But this is the frustrating part. As you can see, we had 1 guy from the team helping me, and the other guys are just only now engaging the enemy. And with this mistake, I've paid for that with most of the armor on my left side torso, and that of course is a big problem for me, because now I'm basically running half a mech. If I get kissed by 1 PPC or something, then we have a big problem. So guys, if you see an enemy shut down, that's the time to push and not to hang back. If you hang back, you endanger your teammates. So do the cool thing, join up your teammates and get in there, get into the action is what I'm saying. Okay. Now, 6 kills to 7 on the enemy side, so we are actually on the low end right now. I see a rifleman over there, I see an enemy that is dead. Ooh, interesting. That is a lot of fire coming our way. Vapor Eagle, there's an enemy UAV above. Everything here is not good. The Vapor Eagle should die here any second now. Yep, there we go. 7 kills to 7 now, and I still cannot find any targets that would be close enough. Maybe go in on the Kid Fox. Nope, he is too far away, and as you can see, he just casually walked outside of my line of fire. On my left flank, I'm also getting pushed in here, so we have to be careful about that. The Jäger mech, though, is ready to drop here, so let's get some more missiles into him and hopefully take him down if we can at all. Come on, will you please die already? Okay, there we go, we got the Jäger mech, but somebody else got me, unfortunately, straight through the CT from behind. Novacat. Nope, the Novacat is a teammate. Never mind then, I just got shot from the Irby, I think. Okay, so as you can see, now it is Novacat on Rifleman to see Violence. Unfortunately, the enemy team has 2 guys left, we only have 1 guy left, so even if the Novacat wins this fight, unfortunately, yeah, he loses his arm and we lose the war. So, imagine this fight takes place with us taking a little bit less damage because we have more concentrated damage on the enemies just a few seconds earlier, and all of a sudden you do not lose this round. That was fairly close, but you actually win it. So, guys, keep your eyes open and support your teammates. 3 killing blows, 4 assists, 1 solo kill, 2 KDs, 750 damage done. Overall, a good round, and unfortunately that we did not win. Well guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, check out my Patreon page. I'm out of here. Take care.